Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watch. Damn it. Hey guys, and welcome back to another. Hey John, the echo's crazy in here. Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. First off, let me just say it's good to be back, and I do apologize for. This is actually a different room, and the sound is a little bit different. We have finally moved office, and the studio is not completely built yet, so a makeshift setup right now, but I just didn't want to be off of the air for too long. Today, though, we're going to talk about three brands that I think are making a huge comeback. Of course, before we get started, customary wristwatch check. I am wearing the Rolex Submariner Hulk. Love this beauty, been wearing it a ton for the summer because of the bracelet. Also, shout out to DelReyWatch.com. Bunch of new watches in stock. We just got in a Tag Heuer Carrera Twin Time GMT, a very affordable GMT for somebody who wants a traveler's watch, a Tudor Black Bay red bezel, Rolex Explorer 1s, all with box and paper, along with many more. All at DelReyWatch.com, link in the description below. So yeah, guys, of course I talk about a lot of brands on this channel. Everybody knows the main players: Rolex, Patek, AP, Panerai, the typical suspects. But there are three watch brands that are making huge waves lately. And, I have mentioned them before, but I wanted to make a video focusing on them and telling you exactly what I think. These are obviously in no particular order. First one is Bulgari. And boy, did this brand have nowhere to go but up. They never made a particularly bad watch, but as a watch dealer, I could tell you there was very few brands with worse resale value than Bulgari. $10,000 retail, $900 pre-owned. Not so much anymore, though. Known for being just a jewelry brand, and they have invested heavily throughout the years buying Gerald Genta and Daniel Roth. However, they are finally making some very interesting high horology in-house movements. Look at the new Octo line, the Octo Finissimo, world records in the thinnest tourbillon, thinnest minute repeater. Some of the coolest watches today. Yes, a little polarizing, not for everybody, but interesting in-house movements, uses of case materials like ceramic, titanium, and even other more interesting metals. And with a brand history like Bulgari, not to mention owned by LVMH, which is being steered by Jean-Claude Bivet, I think it's a recipe for nothing but good things. And the market has reacted. Obviously, nowhere near as strong as Rolex. Prices of Bulgari have steadily been increasing in the pre-owned market. Next is a brand that has also been increasing steadily over the years, but more so this past year. Zenith, makers of the iconic El Primero chronograph movement. From destruction in the 90s from Thierry Nataf to the revival of the Defy name this year with the Zenith Defy 21, we have one of the coolest releases to come out. Zenith steadily increasing in value and popularity, one of watch collectors' staple favorites. However, they're being a little bit more, how shall I say, experimental, not just leaning on their El Primero anymore. Now, while the Zenith Defy 21 is technically an El Primero, it is one with two mainsprings, two hairsprings, and is skeletonized. This watch has really rejuvenated Zenith. Some people may say it looks a little like a Hublot, but once again, LVMH is also owns Hublot and Zenith. Jean-Claude Bivet, as just like in Bulgari, steering Zenith. No surprise, you can see a little bit of Hublot there, but the watchmaking is definitely at the forefront and making Zenith a real powerhouse. Last is a brand with smaller growth, but a brand I really love, and that is Oris, one of the best entry-level watch brands there are. Loved for their Oris Aquis, amongst others. They've made a heavy investment the past few years into in-house movements. movements with 8-day power reserves, with big dates. They even still use ATA movements and salitas while redesigning some old classics like the Big Crown pilots. This is a brand that has always been taken seriously, but now is once again, just like Zenith, no longer resting on their laurels. And while it's still a long road ahead for Oris, longer than Zenith and Bulgari, I think it is definitely a brand to pay attention to. Now guys, this was only 3 to make this list concise, but I could have mentioned Mont Blanc, I could have mentioned Panerai to a certain extent, I could have mentioned FP Journe, I could have mentioned Breitling with their complete new reshape of their collection, but I think Oris, Bulgari, and Zenith are the brands that deserve to be talked about the most today. But guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to get your take on this. Also, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really does help. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any more content. Guys, thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.